Okay, so let's get into this Paa Taraq called the flood. 1. Likum, immortals. Karadu, children before Wakat, time and space. My beloved jewels of my eye. 2. Behold, was not this Paa Taraq the way written in the days of our Salafu ancestors DNA? 3. And their Salafu ancestors before them. 4. And given unto us that we should pass it on to you. 5. The Karadu, children of days, yet unborn. 6. That if the ability of the scribe remains with you, it could be read in your own generation. 7. Read, O Karadu, children, Nuwapians, of the unborn years, and absorb this most holy Paa Taraq, the way of the past, present, and the future. 8. Which is your heritage. Look at the word heritage. Her, it, age. We always give you the importance of words, especially in English, how compound words are put together. And, you know, her, it, age, again, tying into the female or the woman, her, H-E-R, because she was here first. 8. Which is your heritage. Her, it, age. 9. The informing words from then as past, which is to you of then as future, which is your yet unborn, and now. Again, that's another thing that people struggle with. When we say we deal with now, again, you find all of this in our online course and in the book, Fast Track Your Spiritual and Conscious Journey. All right, so you have a then, which people will consider the past, and you have a then, which people will consider the future, right? Even though they all coexist at the same time. But you're ever present in the now, because every now becomes a then that way or a then that way. Yeah. But really now is constant. It's the present. Yeah. The present, but present only for a slight moment known as now. Because after you say now, every time you say now, it is no longer the same now. Let's keep going. 10. All seems so far off, yet so near. 11. I was there, which is here, when Parmadat, the word, was spoken into being. Because you know, in the biblical scriptures, they tell you in the beginning was the word, but they don't tell you who was at that beginning, what was the words that were said, and who were those words being conveyed or communicated with. So 12. You are taught that you live forever. 13. And in fact, you do. It is true. 14. Yet it is equally true that no instant of life must be wasted. 15. For each moment and each second on Paa Taraq, Taha, the planet Earth, is shaping for the future. 16. You are the inheritors of a portion of time. 17. You can dissipate it on futile things or utilize it to your everlasting benefit. 18. In the days of your Salafu ancestors, before barren teachings of religions clogged the thoughts, ghost-isms. 19. Mortal man and vain, formal rituals of bloodlusting offerings and sacrifices put a rakeh spell like a tall wall which obscured tahamat overstandings with tafhamat understandings. 20. By those with limited capabilities and capacities mentally, with only the animal's brain, the human beast, and his kadhab art lies. 21. Those who have mixed their DNA with animals and thus had downgraded their DNA, Mukasu, Caucasoids, who will not be able to make the dimensional shift. 22. As mortals, they walked on 4, as your deities walked on 2. Tailless, furless, fangless, that was you. 23. Then they knew there was the unique race of deities, Pa Nagaru, the Negroids, Pa Afafreye Kau, the Africans. 24. The one God, alone in image and ways. 25. Yet, because you allowed your higher abilities to fall to disuse. 26. You see less clearly. 27. Because you appeared in different aspects of Taba, nature and its elements. 28. They thought you to be many deities. 29. And now in this day, deity has many varied forms and attributes, titles, and rananat names in many tongues. 30. That one is you, the Nawib Mukwanu, supreme beings, makers, owners, seed of Paa Taraq, the planet Earth, and all on it. 31. The givers of civilization, the deity of Paa Makwanu, the omniverse, to Paa Makwanat, multiverses, to this Wahu Makwan universe. 32. In the eyes of mortals, each declares they alone know their creators or creator. 33. The one and only deity, Nawib Mukwanu, supreme being, most high. 34. And has the true name of the unnameable. 35. And claim the supreme created them in his image and like him. 36. What fools these mortals be. 37. Here all mortals fall into error. 38. Though all have a degree of truth spoken to them, truly according to their understanding. 39. Yet Sadat, truth be told, can never bow to the limited understanding of the unseen in Akkad faith. 40. The comprehension of mortals must be expanded to grasp it with an thakham, overstanding. 41. In olden times, there were spawned great giants and beasts in fearful forms. 42. And with frightful gnashing fangs, bodies covered in fur, and long ripping claws, and a smell so stink and offensive, foul, a loathsome beast. 43. A beast in sackcloth, a kind of man, yet a kind of beast. 44. Offspring of the heavenly rebellion and the turmoil and the terror overwhelming the abab at hearts of true mortals. 45. So the overseers hardened the face of the ground, which became unstable, sending a great karat shalel narar, ball of fire, to strike the Mayat water, and change the ground to talaj, ice, and Maye, water. 46. And the beast great and Tawel tall and Rabek small was changed. 47. And many died out. 48. This was before times when the destroyer still slumbered in outer space on its journey. 49. And it was written in stone in those days that the mortals had become Jawid, wicked, as the giants who birthed them. 50. With the help of the little Sayyatatu women who they took for pleasures. 51. And the wise among them gave many warnings of the wrath to follow. 52. They would not listen. 53. Such is the way of the weak and the Jawid, wicked. 54. So it came again that the hastening Sakamat powers became stirred up against them all. 55. Because of the order of the wickedness arising from Paa Taraq, the earth. 56. For heaven's nostrils abhor the smell of Dawi, evil. 57. This is a smell no mortal can know. 58. For as the hellhounds know the smell of khafaf, fear. 59. Which no mortal can detect. 60. So can heaven smell the odor of the wicked. 61. No scent of oil can cover the mixture of many in one katat body of Sayyatatu women. 62. So the great floodgates beneath Paa Taraq, the earth, and from above Paa Taraq, the earth, were opened. 63. Thus the flood water rose up to cover that land, and a great rainstorm lashed down as the voice of thunder. 64. And the open eyes of lightning was seen and heard. 65. And the breath of strong winds could no longer discover the destination. 66. None could even see nor hear the cries of the many, be it beast or man. 67. And above appeared a great kabad, craft, and few were allowed to enter it. 68. While others ran to hide behind the great waterfalls inside Paa Taraq, the earth. 69. And others drowned, having no helper or warner. 70. For they did not heed the warnings of the Parmantar, the warner, to that people at that time in that place. A bit like they tell you about Noah in the desert building a craft and telling people that these floods are going to come, and people thought he was crazy because obviously they were in the hot desert, so how can a flood come? But anyway, 71. Parmayat, the waters reach up higher and higher as the great craft hovered above it with the seeds of the earth. 72. And the sounds and the screams and of the Famamat, mouths of the Jawid, wicked. 73. And the giants, the flesh eaters, were silenced. 74. And there came a period of quietness. 75. Then the people who were inside the great kabad, the craft, exited the craft and took the seeds of Paa Taraq, the earth, with them, for that part of Paa Taraq, the earth that was flooded and was outside. Remember, it says that part of the earth. There was not the entire earth that was flooded at that time. 76. And those behind the great waterfalls in the south also came forth. 77. And even many giants did not die in the Paa Taraq at the floods. 78. And a Gatat gateway was opened to Patat heaven until mortals knew their place again. 79. That Paa Natharu, the overseers, may commune with them. 80. And in time re-entered into the silence and cast the gates covered except for the guardians of the stargates. 80. And in time re-entered into the silence and cast the gates covered except for the guardians of the stargates. 81. Once this was done, the hastening four winds were contacted, which mortals call by other Rananat names. 82. The voices of the four were heard by all within their Ababat hearts, and said, 83. We four do meet and agree in perfect harmony. Again, this ties into when you look at the science of the tetrahedron, yeah, where you have the four, yeah. Even though you may not see this as going in 3D, you can still see it like this, yeah. This is referred to as the science of the tetrahedron. All right, let me just keep going. 84. At this point in space and time, to seal the stargate until the needed time. 85. We are those who have been called forth to guard the stargates south, east, north, and west. And for those who know, the northeast gate is very significant, right? 86. No more order of wickedness arising from the bodies of women, which no incense can disguise. 87. For as they shamay smell of putrefaction assails the nostrils of heaven, so does wickedness give forth something which assails us in this realm, the sweat of animals. 88. So could any among you live in harmony with those who were insensitive to your own sensitivity? 89. Ayash male is not sensitive to Ayash male, and Ashash female not sensitive to Ashash female, nor are they sensitive to one another. 90. Yet we are sensitive to all. 91. You are the center of your universe. 92. You are the God of your universe. 93. You control your own surroundings. 94. You control what you want to hear. 95. You see what you want to see. 96. And I am your Nawep Makwan, Supreme Being. 97. Your Muldatat mother is God of her Wahu Makwan universe. 98. Your Muldad father is God of his Wahu Makwan universe. 99. Together they became one in Athu Makwantwi, dual verse. 100. They created you to form a Thalu Makwanat, triverse. Okay. 101. So you all were a Kathir Makwanat multiverse in the Kalemakwanat Omniverse 102, when we gave you the ability to speak and articulate 54,000 years ago. You were Nawep Makwanu, Supreme Beings 103. When you were in your divine state, you will be able to use 100% of your Makhak brain 104. Imagine using 100% of your Makhak brain and you have a thought about love 105. You would literally love yourself to death 106. In order to return to your divine self, you must clean yourself inside out 107. And you must clean yourself outside in 108. You are going to a place where there is no Sawat voice. Thus all your Dhananat thoughts will be known inside and out.